The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Velus Jones now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
And Chase will go in motion left. Throw left side complete to Chase. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Now Jackson, eluding the pressure right.
He's going to find Jefferson open.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
I think what we just saw there with that fumble return is the increased emphasis on taking the ball away from another team. And no one wants to just fall on in football anymore, do they? They want to take it and try and score themselves.
But when you... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson on the move to his left.
Throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Now Lamar changing the look.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Now Jackson on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal, Jackson. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
It's caught inside the 25. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
It's Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your 2 current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now this throw caught left side. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Higgins.
His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Powering his way forward. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is...
Second and 10.
Play action. Now it's Allen.
This will be caught.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On play action, Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They do go for it. Here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just shutting him off there. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete. The Eagles at 9-1 on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, If your offense isn't playing really well as this one is,
and that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. 3rd and 9 here.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Bills.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Bills first down.
Throwing now is Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Allen to throw it. That is caught by Williams. Touchdown, Buffalo. From 19 yards away.
And the Bills get a bit closer.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And this is back to an 8-point game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody...
He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Jackson going to change things up a bit.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
A very rare kickoff return on an onside kick. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Jackson will throw again.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
Touchdown, Eagles!
Justin Jefferson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14.
And the Bills are going to recover. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Jamison Williams, as the first half is winding down. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Bass on for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Eagles 35, Bills 28. Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play there. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They're already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Down to the 42, second down. And quickly they get to the line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
Allen going to throw. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 70 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. What a stand this will be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
That's caught at the 2. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Eagles have moved out in front.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Off the play fake. Allen. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 15. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Right back to him on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. on 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Bills will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. So after the INT, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Eagles are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out. After the interception, here's Jackson. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
A few moving pieces on that play, because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Escaping the pressure right. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Mika Fitzpatrick, the all-pro safety, up to make the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. And it's a fumble. And they work this out past the 25. And the offense moving quickly to the line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
Now Allen. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Going right side here, and that's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. To the air, Allen. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Throw caught by Flowers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Throw left side complete to Chase. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Jackson. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Jackson to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to perhaps salt this one away. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
I remember being taught that cliches have become so for a reason. A lot of times they're true, right? What's that they used to tell us about letting sleeping dogs lie? But this one wasn't sleeping. Maybe it was just slumbering a little bit. But taking that gamble there, you've got the lead. You may have ignited them now if they stopped you.
That's exactly right. If you take the points here, you don't shift momentum necessarily on that play. You probably just did. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Well, you don't have to beg the Philly faithful to make noise. On their feet for 3rd down. Throwing, Allen. And that's caught by Williams. He's got a 1st and maybe more. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Listen to this crowd now. Their guys need a stop on this 2-point conversion.
To throw is Allen.
It's complete. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing now is Jackson. Complete. Jefferson the target.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. On the return, it's White. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And there'll be time for maybe 1 final play before we hit 000. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
This is caught by Waddle.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It was a long shot, but they did get 1 final chance to try to score and overcome this small deficit. No touchdown, though, Charles. And that brings this one to a close.
Yeah, I think Hope was wearing 1 jersey and Worry was wearing another on the other sideline as that final snap played out. Now, we've seen some incredible plays to win games before, but in this case, I think the distance was just a little bit too great.
She keep looking at me like she feeling me. Girl, the way you be moving and stuff you be doing, you tripping out and it's killing me. Man, I swear to God, you be tripping. I can't even do it. My go from Tiffany. Damn, and she trying to cut me off. No shit can I do it. No shit can I scissor me. Mark your spot, that boy get something in the cut. He finna get blessed on. I get the paper. I'm talking about Benjamin Frank. Not talking about the one that you sketch on. He play dumb, get his on. He a crib, but he loving on red bone. Now I'm hard to reach. I'm about my cheese. I'm moving around with 2 phones. Move around like an island. Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. Hey.